Hello all, this is Alys and here we are in day 12 of the classic HD Bachelor Route. This is our last day. We say our goodbyes, we decide what to do with the town, and we feel traumatized by the weight of our own decisions. So, without further ado, Alys plays Pathologic, the Bachelor Classic HD Route. Day 12, in which the lights go out for the Bachelor, until the marble nest. Well, hello everyone, it's day 12, and oh boy, we have some stuff to do. The evening letter from the Inquisitor, day 11. So be it. Tomorrow they are going to pay the full price of their arrogance. Each one of us will keep their word and fulfill their duty. We will appease the higher justice, and in doing so avenge ourselves. Not one of us is going to act against the truth. Congratulations, Dankowski. Our elegant maneuver was a success. We took the winnings and placed our opponents in a position in which they have no other choice but to vanish. The council is tomorrow. Legal consideration required it to be held in the presence of someone serving as a representative of the local authorities. The three ruling families are completely bankrupt. However, the so-called mistress will attend the council in their stead. She will vouch for our intentions before the townsfolk. Do you have any binding obligations toward the family's power? If so, this may become an issue tomorrow. It would be a shame if you weren't allowed to attend the proceedings. Alas, the law is the law, and I won't be able to do anything about it. Eglaya Lily, Inquisitor. A warning from the Changeling. Your nemesis is breathing down your neck. Look behind you, before it's too late. She donned the mask of justice, playing skillfully with your desire to uncover the truth. She has abused you, made you a fool, forced you to create more lies. Dark passions and thirst for vengeance are poor companions for people like her. Find me at the commander's headquarters if you wish to know more. It is sad to see how easily she has tricked you. What with me thinking you were a geometrician, and a strategist of no small standing. Clara, the Harbinger. A warning from the Harusbecks. I have news to share, Oinon. We found the thing that you were looking for the day before yesterday. Please avoid any rash decisions as late as they have spoken to me. Meet me at the works, in a vault beneath the corpulent workshop. Yeah, I'm checking on something. Okay. So yeah. Pretty much. Oh, so yeah, I probably had to talk to them yesterday. Yeah, not happening. To be honest. But what's definitely going to happen is that, yeah, we're gonna go sleep some. We do not have to worry about the sandpest anymore. So, yeah. Well, it's, yeah, it's something, right? Hello, Lara. Okay. Yeah, anyhow. The morning of the 12th day has come. Today is the final day. You have less than 14 hours to make the right choice. Day 12. in which finally becomes apparent what it was all about. Yeah. By the way, yeah, my boy is no longer hungry. Let's see. The Haruspec's proposal. I was told you were looking for an alternative way going on. I know what we must do. We have no other choice but to offer an inordinate sacrifice. Doing so is still the most humane thing that can be done. If you think you could try trust my judgment, come see me and I will tell you the details of it. I am running out of time. So much has happened recently that I feel that as I'm being torn in two. Help me. Burak. The changeling's request. Do you remember the letter I sent you? The time has come. The victory I am trying to lead you to is not enabled by reason. It is made possible by faith alone. You cannot prove it. You only can feel it deep within your heart. I am in the left wing of the termitary, so come along if you want to talk. My plan is the only one that will work. Nothing has to die. Clara. Inquisitor's reminder. Tonight at 7. Proceedings will be held at the town cathedral. I earnestly request your attendance. You will introduce your argument before this obtuse commander in order to substantiate our, should I hope, decision. I also ask you to put all your current affairs in order before the proceedings. The situation is at a stalemate. Whatever authority I wield is not enough to guarantee that the right decision is enforced. P.S. I rely on your discretion as well as your decency. Aglaya Lily, Inquisitor. So yeah, this is all pretty much like yeah, we're first going to go see the Haruspecs and Clara, so that we oh, an empty bottle is required. Yeah, I thought I had more bottles. Anyhow, but yeah, we're going to see them first. So after we said our goodbyes to everyone, we can, you know, pretty much get all of this ready. Whee! And I guess yeah, we're gonna cross the river. I think. Yeah. This weirds me out still. Even more so now that we don't have any plague going around. Only these reminders and the soldiers still at their posts. Yeah. Everything's just yeah, this game's like a lot, to be honest. You don't say, Alys, you don't say. Okay, I think I'll find him here, it might be. Ooh! Forgot to show. Yeah. Here's the blood deposits. I think it was here. Yeah, there he is.
That tower will have to be destroyed. That's how we procure ichor.
I hope you're happier than I am, Oinon. So you have mustered up the resolve to... what about you? I'm in doubt, Oinon. All this time I've been walking between two paths. I hope that eventually they will converge into one, but they went into different directions. I know how to preserve the town without risks. I could have shown you the proof I promised. I was a bit short on time. Then tell me how you would do this. I would destroy the polyhedron. This is the price that has to be paid for procuring enough raw material to create tons of panacea. I will keep the settlement, of course. The abandoned dangerous place is 100-fold worse than an inhabited one that's ruled with resolve. So you would demolish the polyhedron, that's your price for saving the town, but how would this power cake of a settlement be ruled? I would tackle the hardest task myself, ruling the dome that's covering the depths. The living part has a protective crust I'd pass over to the new generation of rulers brought up by Capella. If another outbreak ever happens, we'll have enough panacea to nip the epidemic in the bud. The next generation of rulers? You mean your bound children? Yes, exactly. Olginskaya has marked them, and her mark is not of this world. She is never wrong. Say, if you took it upon yourself to take care of them, I have time to prepare my arguments before evening, and could attend the polyhedron ball. The council were prepared, but the changeling has ruined them, and now some of them are dying. I suppose I could help them. Really? Then I could present the commander with arguments in favor of a proposal that will preserve the town at the cost of destroying the tower. This is a wise arrangement, and, as my heart tells me, a lasting one. I'm thinking about the future of my community. What do you need for that? I will present at the council that if I know for sure that the children Capella has entrusted me with are alive, then the time I've been meaning to spend making my rounds. Making my rounds, I'll then spend on preparing my evidence. Will you help me with my bound? I will. Do you have your panacea? No, Einon, I don't. That's the problem. I'm out of panacea. I'll have to use the last flask and the last batch of ingredients at the council as an argument in favor of my proposal. I'll try to think of something. The final proceedings. This is the last thing we have left. The choice is to be made. Only the Harusbegs will be able to convince the chess queens that his solution is the correct path. Before he attends the final council in the cathedral, he will have to make sure that his mount are alive. They are Murky, Sticky, Notkin, Grace, Tayataichik, Khan, and Capella. So, yeah. We know that Grace has to be okay unless she has, been infected once again, because I cured her yesterday. But, yeah. I know. Okay. I mean, I could go... No, I don't go this way. I freaking hate the fences in this game. Alice, but what is something that you don't hate in this game? Surprise. Many things, actually, but... if there's something that you guys should know is that I love complaining. The heck am I doing? Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to check. Are my boys from the Alpha still there? Oh my god, yes they are! They so are! I love seeing the models. Okay. Yeah, as far as it looks like Aspit is okay. We'll see her later. So yeah, short block of the cemetery, and then we begin our rounds, which technically would be long block of the cemetery to see Taya, Sticky, Peter, Katerina and Alexander, Andrei, Anna, Aspity, Grace, Notkin, who is so obviously infected, it always happens, Grief, Rubin, Bladito, Capella, maybe Mark, I'm not sure. We go see Block because why not? Julia, Lara, Eva, not Eva. But yeah, Victor. Oh no, wait for a second. Murky, baby! I totally forgot that Daniel doesn't see her until this day in the final version. But yeah, Murky, Victor, Georgi, Maria. Then we go see oh well, Cantu. But yeah, well, then we go see Clara and we go see Artemi, and supposedly everything will be fine. Supposedly. Okay. And then we'll have both Clara and Artemi in... Okay.
I'm so tired, I might faint.
Whoa, Clara. See how everything turns out. Who could have thought you have to sacrifice something? Either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens wants to destroy the Wonders Tower while the other seeks to raise as much as possible just to make sure. Do you have a different solution? I could arrange that everything stays the way it used to if I could get into the cathedral and look at the Inquisitor in the eye. I can't. I have to care for my confidants. They have put their faith in me already. You see, I cannot abandon them now. I'll do my best to help you. How do I recognize your bound? All of them are listed in the letter that I sent you several days ago. They are easily recognizable. The persecuted, the outcast, the villains, the criminals. Those whose only shelter is me. Their new mistress. Wait for me. I'll take care of your outcasts. Only the changeling will be able to explain the advantages of her paradoxical solution to the chess queens. Before she attends the final council in the cathedral, she will want to make sure that her bound are alive. They are but Grief, Rubin, Aspity, Anna, Julia, Lara, Alexander, and Katerina. Okay. Let's go see Taya. I think Taya will be okay. Because I cannot seem to remember her ever being infected, actually. Okay. Oh wait, this isn't her level. Let's see. Yeah, it's this one, and it pretty much looks like she's okay. Yeah.
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Bella will entrust us with it. We're the future of this land.
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our diamond again? I have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you, thank you.
Do you think this town is still able to take a new lease of life?
Definitely, it won't be easy, of course, but life has to be fought for, otherwise it's not real. Do not tear off the umbilical cord that has been feeding us since the beginning of time. These things are already going extinct almost everywhere.
Is it really worth the effort to do your best for the sake of such a wretched place?
What about my friends? I won't be able to do anything without them. Are they alive? Is it possible to visit them already?
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Yeah, if you guys remember, every single bound that is not actually of your bound does happen to have the same dialogue. Well, it's the same for the termites and the same for the humbles. And will be the same for the utopians whenever we play as Artemi or as Clara. Okay, so next step, the stop, sorry, is sticky. Like, yeah, it's... Day 12 is always such a weird feeling, man. Anyhow, yeah, I think I'm gonna get myself some food. I need it. I'm letting Danko indulge. And exactly, he's one of the infected. Sticky, I mean.
A victim of your carelessness is behind this door. A victim of your negligence of a doctor's duty.
Stop barking, big head. Here, I have a panacea. Let me in. I'll cure them.
Give it to me. It is I who brings them back.
Take them. Take it. Whoa! So apparently the only one infected here was Sticky, because the bound and the Haruspects are alive and well. May he be comforted by that. He should have enough time to prepare his argument for the proceedings. Yeah, we're still gonna visit him so you guys can see.
Have you seen a pale, glimmering man at night?
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you, thank you.
No need to thank me. I just suddenly felt so sorry for you. So yeah, pretty much. This is apparently making things slightly easier for me. Let's see how many infected does Clara have. Yeah, it looks like Artemi only had like you know Sticky and Grace, and yeah, I definitely cured Grace last night. And now we're gonna see. Ah, I see one of the infected of Clara's already. We're gonna see Peter. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh boy.
You saved my life, Daniel. Thank you. I'll put it to good use. You won't regret it.
What are you going to do with your life? Tell me.
Here's what's going to happen. The part of the town on this bank of the river will be deserted. The people who have found shelter in the specular cocoon will become its new inhabitants.
What are you going to build?
My brother and I will build a whole town. The Koha will look like a mud pie in a sandbox compared to it. I designed it with my mind already.
Really? Tell me.
I told you already of the idea to construct a building with variable density. Or was it someone else? But there's also another house. There's a house that erupts from itself. An inside-out house, so to speak. But without the inside part. An encircled suburb that is at war with the center. A great suburb. And of course, a growing house that changes every week.
How could you possibly invent all that? Are you really going to build all those things?
That was an effulgent epiphany, a true eureka moment. My brother and I have planned this space already. We have laid roads, planned suburbs and districts. And when we saw the whole thing and realized how much energy was hiding in it, we exchanged glances. It will rebuild the cities of the greatest ancient civilizations.
So I made the right choice after all. You alone are worth bringing a gang of criminals and scoundrels into power. Yeah, I mean... Not sure how that's actually going to work. But anyhow... Yeah, now it's time for Katerina and... Oh! Okay.
This person is sick. No, don't blame yourself. That's not your fault. One of your rival counterparts must have overlooked them. Or left them on purpose. Nevertheless, no entry. It's under quarantine.
And I keep a soul for what? Can they be helped? Even being one of the bound, they're just an ordinary person.
They can be cured just like any other. You're the healer here. It's your area of expertise.
Alright, I'll try to think of something.
A victim of your carelessness is behind this door. A victim of your negligence of a doctor's duty.
I have a box with the children's mother. That could help.
This will cripple them for the rest of their life.
Well, technically considering what happens with the humble sending, and that I never saved Katerina,
it will burn under incense along with the plague. Are you sure you want to save them from the disease at this cost?
Yes, give it to them.
My path was called the Rat Prophet. I didn't know it was him who spoke to me in my sleep. Till the very end, I thought it was the earth.
Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now.
What kind of thing?
I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. I will do what Simon has done. Every single particle of my body and soul will become life-bearing, bursting with life and granting it to others. There will be no cannon fire. The town will continue to grow. The threat to the future will stretch from the very dawn of time. But you won't last long. Do you really believe that it can be done? We are too few now, but if there's at least a dozen of us, it will be enough for the town to span further and beyond. Hopefully, the place where the dreams are captured and fulfilled will live to see 200 years more. And how many of those like me will have survived? I don't care. I wanted to save your life, not for the sake of future sacrifices. Yeah, I am sorry to say, but yeah, the Hammond's ending is not a happy ending. No matter whatever Mr. Bomber guy says. Okay, can they be helped? Box with the children's mother. Give it to them.
What?
Okay, what kind of thing? But okay, let's try with this. But you won't last long. You won't be enough. Consider Simon's fate. We are too few now, but there's at least a dozen of us. It would be enough for the town to expand further and beyond. Ah, yeah, it's the same pretty much. There'll be more of them. And yeah, it definitely looks like there's more infected in the Changeling's camp. So our next stop is Andre, and afterwards Anna. I do wonder if that'll be the one, or maybe Julia, because I seem to remember an executor at Julia's door. I mean, it could easily be. Yeah, like I have a lot of panacheas and a lot of smothers. Consider me a bit of a hoarder. Okay.
If we're in the majority, the fragile polyhedron will be left untouched. We'll manage to sustain life in it. Maria can do miracles.
You saved my life, old chap. Lovely. Soon you see that I won't let you down. Your gift is greatly appreciated and it's going to be put to good use. What are you going to do with your life? Tell me. I have finally realized what my part is, you know. I'm good at breaking through to where no one is supposed to. And I'm really good at breaking rules, at challenging and contradicting. But I have no idea how to build something. You're not alone, Andre. Exactly. There's no Andre, only the brothers Sestamatin, the twins. We are worthless one without another. We are worthless without one another. Yeah, dyslexia moment, sorry. And together we are worth more than any of the old school masters. For Peter's fantasies have no limits. He's too naive for that, and I have the genuine freedom of action. You don't conform to anything. And this is exactly why I'll be able to implement anything invented by Peter and blessed by Maria's love. Neither death nor theft of the law itself will, nor the law itself will stop me. All in all, I'm staying. I love this future pyre. It makes me feel like a demiurge. I envy you, Andre. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, surprisingly enough. Darling Anna is safe.
What?
Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. Live. Do what you must. Yeah, so I know the next ones are Aspity and Grace, but we're going to do a thing, and this thing is, yeah, we're gonna go visit Julia. Because as far as I remember, the only ones of Clara's bound that I still have left, yeah, it's Aspity, but Aspity, we already know she is not infected. Lara we also know is not infected. Could be definitely... Ah, yeah, sorry, I forgot that we have Griff and Rubin here. But yeah, my bet is on Julia. We're gonna check on Julia, and if not... we undo the thing. Because, I mean, if it's Julia and we've finished... we can talk to... I think we will have to talk to Clara and to Artemi, but if we can leave that solved already, now that would be amazing. Yes! It's her. Let's see if this... Okay, have the panacea. Oh, so it's not only Julia. So it's either... it's either Rubin or Griff. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go see Julia.
As the mind endeavors to reach one goal, the heart insensibly drags us towards another.
Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. What kind of thing? I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. I will do what Simon has done. Every single particle of my body and soul will become life-bearing, bursting with life and granting it to others. There will be no cannon fire. The town will continue to grow. The threat to the future will stretch from the very dawn of time. But you won't last long. You won't be enough. Consider Simon's fate. We are too few now, but if there's at least a dozen of us, it will be enough for the town to expand further and beyond. Hopefully, the place where daydreams are captured and fulfilled will see 200 years more, and how many of those like me will have survived. I don't care. I wanted to save your life, not for the sake of future sacrifices. But yeah, it's... I love this choice, like I mean, that it's only your bound that get actual dialogues, and the others is like a repetition. Cause, yeah, it has like quite the emotional impact. Anywho, as I was saying, yeah, we've seen... Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go there. And yeah, I'm saving Lara for the last ones. Because, yeah, she's my favorite. It's okay. So yeah, we're gonna see block. We're gonna see, yeah, you know, Capella. Then we're gonna go see Rubin, Grief, Notkin. Go back here to see Grace and Aspity. And maybe, if I'm not wrong, and it is Rubin or Grief, the others, the other infected ones. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to eat. Like, why not? It's a celebration day. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, so we're here, we see. Block?
We can't let cheats play with our free will.
So, today's the end. At 10 o'clock, we're taking the army southeast to the main road. At 10 to 12, we're firing. Your choice will decide where the shells go, Surgeon. The council will be held at the cathedral at 7. What if you miss the target? Not from this distance. That is out of the question. What happens if I don't come to the cathedral? The Inquisitor and I will have a conflict. I don't think anything good will come of it. I am so wary of her that I will have to break my instructions. I'm afraid I'll risk falling into disgrace, facing a court martial even. In my opinion, there's a plot against the Inquisitor. I don't know what to become the weapon raised against her by hands even more devious. Are you talking about Clara? Clara, yes, about the Changeling. Take my advice. Beware of the Inquisitor. They do say you are a refined analyst, but I wouldn't risk playing her game if I were you. It is better to hold a blind defense and not believe a word. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, and I forgot also Murky. Murky, little baby. Yeah, it's like so very weird that we technically don't even get to interact with her until this very day.
What?
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you. Thank you.
Live. Do what you must. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew it. Stop barking, big head. Have a panacea. Take it. And there we are. The band of the changeling are alive, and, well, may she find comfort in that. She should have enough time to prepare for her argument for the proceedings.
If there's enough people like me, the town will stay the same. We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted. A rotten life belongs to the new mistress.
Thank you. I need to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. There is no death. But yeah, this whole thing that, as I was saying, with the dialogue of the bound that aren't your bound, being like the same in this day is quite interesting, because, yeah, as it actually implies, how could I say this? It reinforces the sense of action that you don't really get to know the other bound as well as you get to know yours. Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. There's no death. Go for a sec and see, Vladito. But yeah, this I do remember that it was kind of strange. Oh, I forgot. Well, this before I read this sense of alienation, it's very interesting. A letter from the powers that be. Bachelor, we thought we should write because you don't seem to be listening to what we tell you. You've gotten out of hand. As of late, you keep doing whatever you please. This is unacceptable. You're spoiling the game. If this letter reaches you in good time to come to the polyhedron, they will let you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed. Descend to the bottom and say, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. We would like to have a little chat with you. The people who owned you. Yeah, I mean, first time I got this, I was like, that was so very ominous.
Don't tell me that's not what you were expecting.
You saved my life. Thank you. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. It's tough to find you among those people. Maria told me from the very start to keep an eye on you, but I thought it was about scheming and hidden plots. Yeah, well, that was an unexpected turn of events. Even for myself. It all happened very fast. The last few days, I mean. He's both things, actually. He's a very loyal son, but he's... Yeah. You are an abhorrent criminal. You have sentenced several thousands of people to death. The blood is in your hands. Yes, that's true. So what? I would be an even worse criminal if, having known of the impending epidemic, I wouldn't have taken an urgent step, but rather allowed the infected rabble into the town. There was a hope that the disease would burn if we warded it off, just like 5 years ago. That's just the role I had to play. I'm worried that a man like you, the one who was still this very role and playing it all too easily, is suddenly among the utopians. I think we should have a little chat about the matter, Dankowski. There might be a higher purpose to that, you know. After all, Nina the Wild never held human lives in high regard. What are you going to do now? I'll serve Maria. I'll be her hands, her practical mind. I'll be her accountant and her chancellor. I'll estimate the price of her ideas and the outdoors, and I'll estimate the price of her every dream. You know, it happens. Some business-like people are also surprisingly mad. Yes, I know. Yeah, technically it's a lot, really. No, I don't want to go through here. I want to go through here and then turn and finally meet Murky. Which, let's be honest, it's very funny to me. I know I've said it like 1,000 times already, but I mean, at the very least, I hope that in Pathologic 3 we get to meet her earlier. Whee! And now... That's not her place, it's this one. Wee!
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Capella will entrust us with it. She says we're the future of this land. Yeah.
Whoa. Murky, Sticky's take on her. We're friends with Murky, even though she's just a little tot. I'll have you know that she's actually very independent. One thing Murky is seriously fond of is digging and playing in the mud. You can also sometimes see her push along somewhere looking all preoccupied, and none the places she chooses are usually, like, sinister. I respect that. Raises take. Little Murky is an orphan. Her mom and dad lie by the instant one here. They died 5 years ago. I don't know why. They won't tell me. They're always weeping. As for her eating dirt, that's untrue. I've never seen it. Sorry. She came close, her heart's murmuring. She said he lit your heart before you even noticed. Who are you talking about? You can hide from her in the nursery, but not for long. Need the doors wrong. She said this stuff. Who is she? I don't know. Tell that to your mommy. She has done that bit.
The stuffing is coming out.
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you.
No need to thank me. I just suddenly felt so sorry for you. Yeah, I think this is. Oh, by the way, it's 2 o'clock. It's okay, but. Okay. Yeah, there. Oh, of course, I forgot that in the video you actually for the for Artemis introduction you actually see him jumping the fence. And since we cannot jump the fence, we'll go via somewhere else. Whoop! Yeah, sorry.
How do I fix my legs?
Wait, we didn't actually meet Notkin. Neither. Of funny thing. What the hell are you doing here? Well, first, Capella's take on him. Notkin used to be Khan's best friend. I don't know what the quarrel was about, but most likely it was about Notkin not wanting to dance to his whistle. For all that's worth, they also say he was banished from the polyhedron by the Mother Superior before she turned to the orphan dormitory. Khan's take. After Mother fell, we invited him back, but he, in his Mother left, sorry. But he, in his pride, refused. Instead, he chose to dig a lair by the warehouses and play the soul in a house. A dangerous game, seeing how Grave isn't afraid of Father in the slightest. Notkin took a risk, but that drew other misfits to him, and that's how started the Islamic Society. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating, the whole thing about the secret societies among the kids. But anyhow, what the hell are you doing here, Doc? What? How do you know I'm a doctor? Everyone does. I'm shifting Notkin. If you see a big grey cat around him, call him artist. I will if he calls me bachelor.
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Capella will entrust us with it. We're the future of this land.
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you, thank you.
No need to thank me. I just suddenly felt so sorry for you. Funny thing. Yeah, I still have some, especially since I am playing it in the Spanish channel, sort of a mix with the stuff I am doing in the alpha. And yeah, it's funny to see how things have changed so far. Anyhow, we're gonna see Grace and Aspity, but maybe we're gonna stop to see if Artemis has anything to say in the meanwhile. I mean, it would be interesting, at the very least, to know. And maybe he has something to say. We'll go see Clara.
The wound hurts.
So yeah, we have to go see Clara too. So, is everything done? Your confidants are alive and well. Come to the council. If you really want this going on, you're aware of my plans. I am. We will meet at the council. Buddha will come to the cathedral. If I will allow him to pass the ultimate judgment, he will destroy the polyhedron so that the town will survive at the cost of his uncommonness. Once again, the town will become the same backwater hole it was before. The Hippocratic Oath enjoins us to preserve the life of a genius by means of curative lobotomy. Vigorous applause. So yeah, we still have a lot of people to visit. Yeah, we'll see Miss Polly. And we'll get to meet the people who own us. Are my boys from the Alpha still in there? Yeah, they are! Yeah, I technically realized that, there's actually a character we might not get to say goodbye because he's in the abattoir. Yeah, that'll be Oyun.
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Capella will entrust us with it. We are the future of this land.
I see. If
you didn't take care of me, I would breathe life into our town again. I would have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you.
No need to thank me. I just suddenly felt so sorry for you. So yeah, and here at the very least, and not like in the alpha, which is causing me, let's say, some headaches. At the very least here, there's like a way to pass to Aspidy's place. Yes.
Pins. Yes.
Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now.
Live. Do what you must. So yeah, now we've pretty much said goodbye to all of Clara's Bound except for Lara, and all of Artemis Bound except for Khan. Well, no, except for Lara and Oyun. But Oyun will not meet, as far as I know. Because I don't remember if we have like a chance to get into the abattoir, and I am not risking my chances because, as I've proved time and time again, I kept like super lost inside. I'm not the biggest fan of the abattoir, if I were to be honest. I mean, it's so much worse in Pathologic too. When you are like constantly surrounded by the world's worst ASMR and by worms that are trying to beat the shit out of you. But
I'm surprised you're still alive.
The time is almost up. Soon the marriage begins. Your confidants are alive out well. I'll be waiting for you in the council. If my confidants are alive, I will come to the council with you, and there won't be a single queen there that I won't be able to convince to my cause. But are you absolutely sure they are alive? Do you really want me to come to the council? Come to the cathedral. I'll give you the right to decide. Clara will come to the cathedral. If I would let her make the ultimate decision, she will force the commander to withdraw his troops, and the current situation will remain unchanged. Yes. Might a refusal to interfere be seen as a decision in itself? In this case, the town will remain a machine of death, no matter how pretty. Thank you, Dankowski. That is what I've been trying to say over and over. I don't think it might work, but we'll try. If we get in, we'll get in. Frankly, doubt so? Yeah. Just as I said, I frankly doubted it, and I was proven right. It's... yeah, I've said it like a lot, but it's so eerie, to be honest. And yeah, I have already bought stuff in there, apparently. Anyhow, let's see. Four o'clock? 4 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna go. Directly to the bridge square. We say goodbye to Victor, we say goodbye to Georgi, we say goodbye to Maria, we go to Miss Polly, we say goodbye to Khan, and we discover certain stuff. Now we're gonna say goodbye to Lara. Now that we are at it.
If there's enough people like me, the town will stay the same. We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted. Our rotten life belongs to the new mistress.
Yeah, all rotten life belongs to a new mistress. That's a lot. Thank you. I needed to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. What kind of thing? I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. I will do what Simon has done. Every single particle of my body and soul will become life-bearing, bursting with life and granting it to others. There will be no cannon fire. The town will continue to grow. The thread to the future will stretch from the very dawn of time. But you won't last long. You won't be enough. Consider Simon's fate. We are too few now, but there's at least a dozen of us. It will be enough for the town to expand further and beyond. Hopefully, the place where daydreams are captured and fulfilled will live to see 200 years more. How many of those like me will have survived? I don't care. I wanted to save your life, not for the sake of future sacrifices. Yeah. I mean, the frustration is just mwah. Whee! And now the weather. Better if I don't get stuck. Whee! Whee! Okay, there we are. By the way, I'll save before, visiting the people who own me. Because if there's, like, anything interesting, I will definitely make sure to know.
That does it. I'm gonna break soon.
You saved my life. Thank you. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. But wait a second, now I'm realizing that at the very least the start for the Utopians is pretty much all the same. What are you going to do with your life? Tell me. It's simple. I won't be staying here long. When everything is finished and I'll make sure that my daughter has become the Scarlet's mistress, I'll relocate to Focus. I belong there. What will happen to this place? Here's how it's going to be. The town in this bank of the river will be deserted. A new town will be built on the other bank of the Gorgon. A town bigger, freer, and more beautiful. The people who will have found shelter in the specular cocoon will become its new inhabitants. Everything will change for the better. Last question. Tell me about Nina. She was a beautiful woman. A dark chestnut with an intricate hairdo. Her eyes were deep and the color of French plum. Her features were noble. The only failing was her tendency to blow her nostrils, but that was hardly noticeable. They were thin and tight and elegant. That's excusable. What else? She was carefully minding her P's and Q's. She had an imperial deportment. Nina was very tall and her waist was so thin that a man could clasp it with his two palms. She liked cinnamon and black cherry. Will that be enough? I can see now that you really loved her very much. But yeah, all the Utopian dialogues have the same beginning, but as I was saying, they are allowed, each character is allowed the depth that the others just aren't in the Bachelor Route. In the ending, I mean.
which will be the same that happens when we go with the termites in Artemis ending and with the humbles in Clara's ending.
My path was called chronology. I
Oh,
wanted to do everything to
wait,
spare
not the
my
same.
beloved brother death.
You saved my life, dear doctor. Thank you. My life is crucial to feeding another one. Do not rebuke me for my untimely selfishness. I will have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. What are you going to do with your life, Judge? Tell me. I have already done what I wanted. My life expectancy was low anyway. Why should I stretch my last days, accumulate diseases, and grow to become a burden for my relatives? No, the best thing I can do now is give way to my niece. What burden do you bear, Judge? It's a joyful burden. By taking it in, I have finally found everything I used to be lacking. Everything I was so jealous of in my brother. But yes, now it's become obvious how much fuel these qualities require. It costs me as much energy as a week of concentration to even think about them. How long will you last, Judge? Not much, but I do not need much. Pretty soon the spirit will find a more worthy vessel than this old body. What about your spirit? What happens to you, Judge? What does my spirit matter compared to Simon's? And if it's not going to stay long in the specular trap either. It's not even cozy there. When the new time is founded, Simon will dissolve in it. I am sure. I admire you for your courage, Judge. Whee!
The caprice of our temper is even more whimsical than that of fortune.
I wouldn't have lived to see today if not for you. Now, if my design works, I'll be able to revive the town. I am grateful to you, my love. I'll never forget it.
What are you planning to do?
The polyhedron will become for the new town what the abattoir used to be for the old one. A hub, a nursing organ, a source of vital power, and the origin of its history.
How is it possible?
It is a prism. It will reflect sunrise, focusing them and inseminating the other bank of the river with its blast warmth. It will all be about the solar cycle, disposed to achieve and move following the laws of every calendar. Are you going to remove the children from the polyhedron? What will happen to it? The polyhedron, the beginning and the starting point of the new town, can accumulate childhood and its own magic. Roots, space, and structures will stretch from the polyhedron. That will stretch from the polyhedron will be able to ignite other flames in people who have left the tower.
Can it all truly be possible? Can you really do it?
I am not alone. Moreover, I am not showing you my real power. You're living today, aren't you? So remember me for who I was. Remember me not as the Scarlet Mistress, able to grab your life and to drag your whole being along, but as a girl with her life hanging by a thread.
Don't forget that your destiny hasn't been determined yet. It is still hanging by a thread. And now, polyhedron. I don't like going up the polyhedron. Oh wait, I haven't said goodbye to Mark. Guess I'm not going to be able now. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Better done this way. Yeah. I do not like heights. So yeah, if you all were wondering, as if I haven't said this like 1,000 times, I'm more of a cathedral girly. If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 or 10 years. Thank you, thank you. No need to thank me. I just suddenly felt so sorry for you. Wait, yeah, not the correct one. Yeah, now I have to go downstairs. Yeah, better through here. Yeah, I do not like towers. I do not like heights. I always have like a great time in here, said no one ever. Yeah, probably someone has a great time here, not me. Yeah, so... Whew. Don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. But why did you play it like this? Why couldn't you have chosen a different game? Like... Wait a second. Well, I'm afraid you will never understand it. Give me a second because we're going to start from another place, which is talking to the boy first. Okay. Yeah. Hey, look! It's Bachelor! Wow! It's so big! How did you find us? They've already told you, right? So the powers that be are you... I want you to tell me everything. No problem. What do you want to know? What diabolical game are you playing?
Look, it's a magic sandbox. See how it reflects the mirrors? It's because everything's for real here. There's a town, we've made it out of sand, and there's this awful thing going on here. An epidemic! It's all crumbling. The town is falling apart, but we send heroes there to fix it. To fix it? It's rotting, see? Yeah. We hope they think of something. Buried in sand, at least. They're magical too, the heroes are. Take you, for example. Look how it all worked out. You used to be a doll and now you're alive. Perhaps the rest will also work like this? Did you know that your dolls were alive? Everything is alive around here. It's this structure. It brings things to life. It's not like we are twisting anyone's arm. It just happens, all on its own. We only built the town, and then it became miraculous on its own. And the dolls, we just stuck the throwaway ones in. They were lame anyway. Oops, sorry. Don't you touch anything else around here, and don't stick anything there anymore. And yeah, the mission has changed. Indeed, it was a sandbox plague. The children who were playing there must have been on their way home from the funeral. A sorrowful game they may have seemed an appropriate diversion to them, or maybe they simply felt their childhood was slipping away. One way or another, the hero has been bitterly deceived. All this time, the hero took himself to be a living man who was trying to rescue his fellow human beings. Beyond doubt, this belief has filled him with fervor, helped him to reach the finale, and even be someone triumphant. In vain. It was all in vain. The hero was but a puppet, striving to help the imaginary population of a town that was nothing more than a drawing. Strangely, there's still not a word to be heard from the powers that be. Perhaps they became bored of it all, or they were called back home for supper. Don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. But why did you play it like this? Why couldn't you have chosen a different game? Like tag or something? 'Cause we've been to the funeral. They've been sending us to the garden for 10 days in a row so that we couldn't get in anyone's way. They've been taking us to the cemetery for a week now, Bachelor. And if you keep being naughty, I'll take you with me next time I live among the wreaths so that you know better. But why did you need those? Couldn't you have played without us? Well, we didn't need to find some use for you. We never liked you that much anyway. You've always been the scary doll. Playing with you was no fun. So you stuck the throwaways into the thick of it. The ones that could fix things. You can't always have a smart Dr. Man at hand. That's just how the game goes. Will you help us heal the town? Yeah, okay, I'll reload because I want to see what happens with the other options. I'll heal it for my own sake, not for yours. Okay, I hope I can still switch places with you someday. The powers that will have been. That can happen too. Nanny said everything happens. Only I will be more humane. Okay. Yeah, we go super quick. Or maybe not.
Maybe we can also check other options. Okay. Who are you?
We didn't touch anyone. We're playing out here. It's so fun, you know. You're here too. Well, we thought you were there, but it turned out to be real.
So, you thought I was a plaything?
No, you aren't our plaything anymore.
Show me your sandbox. Okay. So how did you go about sending the heroes? Did you know that your dolls were alive? Okay. And don't you dare crash anything here, I'll fix it. Okay. Damn it, I forgot. Well, get the commander out of here then.
That's impossible now. We can't. Mirrors make it all very complicated. You can take your move back once you've made it. These are the rules of a real-life game.
I'd rather it was an Unreal Dead game. Okay. We load once again. Okay. So, who died on you?
No one did. No one ever does. Why is he asking about this?
No need to cry. Oh, come on. Interesting. So that one cuts the whole dialogue? So, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Get the Inquisitor out of here. So yeah, it's the pretty much the very same answer. And now we get the letter. A letter from the makers. Please do come by to meet us at the theater if you have a spare minute. We'd have to have a rather inconsequential but mature talk with you. We apologize in advance for the inconvenience. The people who executed the whole thing. Wow, it's actually quite eerie to see one of the teeny tiny versions of the powers that be just in there. Well, after we get out. Oh, okay. Not here, actually. Yeah, it's here. Okay. And now I won't have to get up here any longer. Thank goodness. I am not a woman for heights. Dankowski might be, but I am not. But are you going to say Dankowski is not a woman? Alys, Dankowski is whatever he wants to be. Okay. Yeah, we're going this way. And then this way. Come on. And yeah. I mean, theater. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, we're going to save before this one too, because yeah, the dialogue is just too interesting to pass. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I usually go saves coming. Come in. They're waiting for you. Yeah, I know. What are you waiting for? Go in. Even we have no power to over the passage of time in this place. I'll come in when I deem appropriate. So yeah, let's go for a little talk, I guess. The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is what's happening between you and us. I cannot leave the bachelor's body. You're imposing your limits upon me. Bachelor has lost the battle for freedom since the very day he was born. What about you? I wanted to stop the epidemic, even a make-believe one. But did you understand what the epidemic really was? It was truly rather obvious. I don't know that it was all a children's game in a glass sandbox. But what for? Was the disease the true evil, though? The disease is only a method, the weapon of evil, just like a scalpel in the bachelor's hands. The disease will go, devouring itself. Then there'll be war, famine, heresy. Was it really worth all the effort? Look around. All this for a single wretched town? No, it was the town that had been built for you, not the other way around. We apologize if it's been a disappointment. So, you're curious as to what fate I will choose for the town?
We have to make sure that it's truly you who's making the decision. Are you absolutely positive that your choice is not predetermined by anyone or anything? Could it have been otherwise? Oh, absolutely. When every step you take has been predicted, you're still free to either take it or not. When it has been foreseen, however, you remain a mere puppet for someone else's hands. I don't care. I will do as I see fit. That is precisely what we are fighting for. I will be the one to say the final word. Interesting. The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is happening between you and us. That's what you think. You see how sad our fortune is. We put our hopes in you. We poor actors were hoping you'd become the director of a new show. The old one has been beaten to death. But you turned out to be a doll. But I am not a doll. Yes, this is the one that we're going to repeat again. Did I hear you right? Who is speaking? It's me, the Bachelor. Yeah, I knew it. I cannot leave Bachelor's body. You're imposing your limits upon me. Bachelor is my hands and nothing more. I wanted to see if I can make it. That's very interesting as well. Can you make it or can you not? Can you make what exactly? Could you not have made it? I've made it. I managed to destroy your poisonous evil that has spread thin across the world. Okay, but now I'm not a doll. It's me, the player. Oh, then I apologize profusely. You are definitely not a doll, but that seems to be unhelpful for our hero now. He's humiliated, crushed, but most importantly, he's deprived of the power that we all have hoped for. By the way, are you still willing to take responsibility for him? Yes, he's my responsibility. I will stay with him to the very end. His words shall be my words, his deeds shall be my deeds. Oh, then I apologize once again. Perhaps not all is lost yet. Let's wait for the finale and see if the day brings any surprises. We will have a chance to play in a drama with an unpredictable story. Watch me act. Let's see whatever happens if we don't reclaim the responsibility over Danko. Okay. Okay, it's me, the player. No, I don't need a humiliated, crushed, and powerless hero. I'm fed up with it all, actually. As you wish. Then, with all due respect, we will treat him accordingly. If you wish to leave him, then he will not be able to accomplish anything we could worship him for. Yes, that is what I wish. What will happen if I... May I? Not yet. Yeah, we're repeating the dialogue just as I actually want it. Yeah, I cannot leave Bachelor's body. I didn't to danger. I said, okay, the same. I am not at all. It's me, the player. He is my responsibility. Yes, highlight Bachelor Dankowski. It is my solo now. Whee! So now, what time is it? Yeah, we're gonna do a thing. And the thing is... we're gonna go visit Clara and Artemi. The time is almost up. Soon the barrage begins. Are you aware that we are toys? Of course I am. Were you not? I wasn't. You should calm about it. Little puppets are we, true. Now it's not the puppet that matters, but whose hands control it. Have you seen them? I have. They probably think themselves so big. Think they're real human creatures, little baby kids, don't they? Aren't they? I wouldn't be so sure. I have a gut feeling about it. That is my knack. What can you do? Haruspex is probably still thinking he's a Haruspex, isn't he? Although he doesn't seem to care. He would have gotten very well with those kids. Tell what you know. I have already told you everything. I don't know anything, but I sense a lot. See you, Bachelor. See you. Okay. And here we are.
The town can be cleansed.
Okay, so nothing of the matter. It's okay. Though I am quite curious. I don't think I might find another Artemi in there, right? Now that would be very funny. I cannot enter the place. I'm gonna check before we go to... Interesting, there's no way to access. Anyhow. Let's go, gamers. To decide the destiny of a town.
Come, Bachelor. The Assembly is awaiting your decision. The queens of this chessboard are in a deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. You are bound at the finish line. Deliver your checkmate, mate. Do I hear laughter from under your ugly beak? Funny. Now everything will be decided. The Inquisitor last seems that to think she has used you. Confused? Don't you fret. She's also nothing. Everything was leading to this. You are now acting in the interest of inevitability. You can't get away from it. Evil conquers all. Make way.
There's nothing to talk about now.
Look at them. You see now that she's a victim. Do not paint her a demon. She's just honestly doing her duty, like you or me. You are protecting Aglaya. Do you really have something to say in her defense? I'm just still confused. What has she done to deceive you? Did she lie to you? Has she withheld the truth? I think you've learned everything you have without her help. Every conclusion you've made is your own. The whole town was at your disposal. She had to protect the town at any cost. That was her purpose, and yet she tried to settle personal accounts with her deceased sister claiming to fulfill a noble duty. Why? She came as a light bringer capable of resolving all misfortunes with the power of her intelligence, and ended up being a traitor that tried to sell me another lie under the guise of the ultimate truth. You are just holding a grudge, Oino, nothing more. You only feel betrayed because you've entrusted yourself to her, but that was your own choice. It's unwise to brand someone as savior beforehand and then denounce them when they failed to live up to your expectations, even though they didn't know you had them. She knew. That was the difference. She knew and exploited my hopes. You brought this on yourself. Don't try to get even with Aglaya. If you want to destroy the town and save the tower only to get to her and push her towards her demise, that would be unbecoming of you, Oinon. It is you who will turn into a spiteful puppeteer driven by his thirst for revenge. Yes, you'd make an excellent lawyer. A pity she cannot hear us now.
I'm tired.
We have very different definitions of duty then. What is your duty, Oinon? Eradicating the infection from this world at any cost. You will see how scrupulously I keep the promise imposed upon me from above. Well, her duty is rescuing the town. As far as I understand, the order she had received from the powers that be didn't say a single word about the necessity of keeping the polyhedron. The powers that be foresaw that that would have put her on the scent of their foul play. They must have known where the filth is coming from. She has fulfilled her duty faithfully and literally, just like you do. She caught them cheating, turned their own implications and half-truths against them. So why are you reproaching them? Both of you want to break the whole to spite the powers that be. Both of your choices are driven by an appetite for revenge. No, Burak, peculiar that you are mistaken here too. I was driven by an entirely different feeling, and that feeling is love.
That tower will have to be destroyed. That's how we procure Icor.
I've changed my mind, Burak. I made the choice myself. Then why have you brought me here? Just in case something unforeseen happens.
You've changed. Or am I imagining things?
I would still like to know how you're going... Well, are you going to make up your mind anytime soon? I would still like to know how you're going to keep the town intact. No, Bachelor! You will never understand this. You are very smart, but your intelligence holds you back. You will never come to understand my truth. Even though you are close to Maria and believe in Simon's abilities, you are still too far from understanding the higher purpose of things, and my truth only comes together on that level. Why you so displeased with my intelligence? Your victory is a victory of pure reason. Look, just like we all, you have reconstructed a picture of the whole universe and found the root of what happened, but your picture is austere and bare bones. You have merely come to understand the mechanics of events. You are generally mechanic or hermetic. Who are you then? Me and Buddha, we are different, and much more profound, believe me. Your world is mechanically consistent and rational. You want to keep what's reasonable to keep and destroy what is necessary to destroy in order to complete your tragic mission with minimal risk. Are you laughing at me? I want to keep the polyhedron. What can be less logical? You want to keep the polyhedron out of respect of the kindred genius who has calculated the mechanics of a miracle trap, a contraption able to capture what should not be captured. The polyhedron is only a cold mathematical masterpiece made of glass. To you, it's a very different thing to me. Look at you. It's like you are possessed by someone else. Perhaps it's not the same you knew before. There's more than with me. A lot, perhaps. We've got the same pretty face. But who knows whose will is behind it right now. Enough. Do whatever you please.
Yes?
Is it true that the commander has acknowledged you as a heavenly harbinger and now is obeying your will? Would I ever have the right to be called a heavenly harbinger if I had my own will? Does the commander serve me? Oh, how stupid you are, Bachelor. When speaking of matters of this kind, the commander is a knight. His heart is sensitive in a very unique way. He has realized who is to be served now. What is to happen to him now? I am not impartial to his fate too. Are you afraid that he will die? Don't. The powers that be, in fact, have given his an order no less hypocritical than the one you've received. He will be spared, I think. They just need to find a new battle for him. So many fires, so many abysses he's to walk through, each of them eagerly prepared by the powers to become his grave. Yet he's to overcome all hardships. With your help, is that what you're trying to say, right? I shall accompany him everywhere. In every campaign I shall stand by his side. And he will always know where to strike, for that will not be a choice for him. Terrible and numerous his foes be, yet his force is to become unconquerable, empowered by my spirit. So you want to start a holy war? Under what banner? Who will believe you, changeling? Are you afraid that too much blood will be spilled before the light of triumphs over the world? Don't. Yes, guns will destroy many before the war is ended, but when it ends, it will end forever. All earthly kingdoms will unite and exist in consent, and there will be but one law. I shouldn't have brought you to the cathedral, changeling. Thankfully, I was smart enough to talk to you before making a decision.
People are
Nothing else. So, Glaya. Woo!
There are so many crows in the sky.
I am indeed powerless, as you can see. I am a curse of having arranged your discovery. I lost my vote of confidence. So tell them whose discovery it is, for the laurels are yours. Are you in doubt? Your diabolical deception was so simple, the cause and the source. It's so easy to put these very different things together, Inquisitor, but they are not the same. In this case they are. It's strange that you have failed to see that. This place is a utopia, that is, an abuse of nature. The utopia must be destroyed. It's evil. What is a utopia, Glaya? Let's talk for the last time. What is provoking your hatred so much? I am a humanitarian. My duty is to save people, not kill them. I only condemn a few to death for the sake of many. Now I'm offering you to save the happiness of several thousand by hardly shedding any blood at all. The utopia will demand more and more sacrifices, you know. Even this utopia. But why do you think this place is a utopia? Nobody conducts social experiments here. Dankowski. Look, this place is more natural than nature. Utopias are usually constructed to embody perfect justice, liberty, and economic thrift. This one, however, is different. This town is not a place that does not exist. It is a place that cannot exist. Mustn't exist. Here's where the cause and the source are the same. Mustn't exist? Yes, it's a phenomenon beyond the habitual reality, contradicting the laws of common sense and embodying that which mustn't be known to, felt, and seen by men. And yet it has created and materialized at human discretion. A man strives to be happy, and this is a great blessing. What's so bad about it? One country holds the absolute record of experimental utopia designs, and this is a feature that should be interpreted as an absolute picture. Social masterpieces are, but they do happen, and they don't have to be accidental. Indeed. However, somehow they never seem to live too long. Now, at the dawn of the current century, there are almost none left. One gets the impression that there is no country that would imbue its inhabitants with inner force simply because they happen to inhabit it. There have been examples of this, but they have been destroyed. Why? I do not know. Let's go back to the matter at hand. A wonderful town is suddenly beginning to die. No one knows why. Why this one? The one that has managed to produce a wonder. The most curious, the most mysterious, inhabited by the most talented people. What did they do to deserve this? I'll tell you. I'm all ears. A persistent pleasures of the capricious power that be. The miracle has been and accidentally embodied as the polyhedron is forced to stay there, captured by the flesh of the town that has nurtured it, feeding it with its resources, people, and hot blood. This flesh has become its womb and its prison. You're being too metaphoric. What does that have to do with my choice? And the epidemic? Enslaved miracles die not out of anyone's malice. That's just their nature. You can hold a miracle with your hands. You can only hold its corpse. The idea is not new. Let us have a closer look at the disease, the embodiment of its logic. Is it good or is it evil? Why has it come to the town? It's obviously evil. Why did you come to the town at the same time then? You are by definition a hero, a miracle maker almost. It was the powers that be that have tried to make you detain a miracle here, not the poor obsessed kinds. They've only played their part. They represent their own force. But do you really want to go back to being a slave? The powers that be are bending your submission according to their own designs. You're obsessed with revenge, Aglaya. Revenge is a bad companion in the search for the truth. Then tell him that he stands waiting for your word. A puppet, just like. Guide his weapons. No one has heard a single word of recommendation from me yet. I'm relying on you completely, just as I said, and heed my warnings. I remember everything we talked about. Be silent. Anything else?
I haven't slept.
If we're in the majority, the fragile polyhedron will be left untouched. Childhood will not dissolve into thick time, and will live the eternal wonder.
I knew you would come. When will you begin to execute your design, Maria? I have already begun, my Daniel. When the night falls, and the wind scatters the smoke about the scorched earth, and the dust of the buildings demolished settles, you will see several new constellations light up in the sky. They will plunge the light towards us, and then when the first light specks of this light reach the constellations of the polyhedron, a miracle will happen. What will they be like? How are you going to call them? I'll see, but I expect them to be mostly red. Ruby, scarlet, crimson, carmine, merlot, mahogany, vermilion, garnet, rose, pink, burgundy. Perhaps you may even notice something familiar in the structure of these constellations. Where will these constellations come from? They have existed for a long time already. People just couldn't see them because their light was hurrying towards us from far beyond. Now the first rays of these stars are about to reach our surfaces. We will see their light reflected in our specular planes for the perceived polyhedron. What would become of your family, Maria? Perishing, burning down, dissolving without a trace. This is my family's destiny. It happened to my mother. It happened to Simon. Tomorrow Georgi dies, and my father will fade out in a week. And in 10 years, when my town is complete, I will pass on in the same fashion. What will happen to the children? Will you expel them from the tower? There's nothing to be done about it. They will have to free up the space for the new guests. My brother will become embittered, betray me, and rebel against me. But I will find a way to deal with him. He will cower behind Capella's back willingly when my mother's eyes frown and glare at him. Have you become a mistress already? No, I haven't. You won't see it here, unless you're planning to stay, of course. I have considered the pros and the cons. I'm staying.
My arms are stiff.
And so is my neck, Sasha. So, Bachelor, it was neither greed nor plotting nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I have been given orders to level everything here, but if that's not necessary, I am willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honor, for I am merciful. Where shall I point the weapon? Yeah, so we're taking the utopian ending as we have done with previous iterations of The Bachelor.
Each character gets its own ending. Let the settlement be destroyed, but there's no reason to hurt the polyhedron. The survivors will find shelter there until we vaccinate them and the epidemic dies out. So you think that the town is doomed? I do. The soil underneath it is soaked with poison. We are very lucky that the ground here is so fastidious. Blow every inch of it up with shells. Shake it and pull its rocks out. Spill it into cracks so that no one will ever dare inhabit this land. The side of the river is uninhabitable. I see. And you believe that the tower will make it through the bombardment despite the space being so thin? Yes, the tower must keep its balance. I've studied its structure and I'm inclined to believe that it's rather earthquake resistant. It's like a weight and steel spring. If no shell explodes on the opposite bank of the river, the polyhedron will remain intact. Shells will only fall when I point them to fall. Let it be so then. Can you prove that this is a good way out? I can. Here are my arguments. A bacterial specimen, the vaccine, the blueprints, and the map charting the source of the pest. Are you sure there's nothing else you'd like to tell me? I am sure, Commander. The choice has been made. Let the tower remain, whatever the cost. Nothing like it will ever be built again. It is not mere a building, but a symbol. It allows us to hope for a possibility that some false truth of our ill-fated epoch might be overthrown. It is a delicate fortress that holds veritable proof that, however well established our notions of possibility are, they still fail to account for what may or may not exist. This is the bastion I am willing to fight for. As for the powers that be, they are going to regret the hypocrisy. They were so determined to force me to serve the promise I gave not to disappoint. The town they are so fond of will be reduced to rubble. Thus I have spoken.
People are willing to sacrifice themselves so that the town survives.
I'm looking for
me get to the cathedral. I'll show you.
I'm looking forward to midnight. You're a midnight creature, aren't you? Where shall you go now, Ainon? Who will look you in the face? Who will you look in the face? I was going to ask you the same. Now, we are going to see someone else. If we find her, of course. There she is.
My path used to be called Goldilocks, but then I truly wanted to give my soul to the cathedral so that it'd have at least something immortal in it.
Here you are. I've got everything I ever wanted now.
You are very beautiful, so lifelike, but you are incorporeal, aren't you?
But now I can fly. A miracle happened. All I had to do was straighten my legs a bit and fly. It's just that I had to abandon my body not to go down, otherwise I would have fallen.
So you have breathed new life into this cathedral. Do not grieve, Phoeba. You have not died in vain.
You are the only one who could have said this. I knew you'd be the only one to believe in my miracle, because you're special. You wouldn't judge me too hardly. You're not really picky. You are free from religious dogmas. Do you acknowledge my miracle?
Yes, I do. But why are you shivering? Is there something depressing you?
Oh, but look around. Can you see who is sitting down below now? The ruthless Inquisitor, hand in hand with the blood-stained Haruspecs. The big-headed demons are wandering the shrine and the faceless are serving her. I'm so scared.
Easy now. These are ordinary executors.
Can you hear a whisper beneath the dome? They're speaking to me, but I cannot make out their tongue. I was a slow learner, but I can feel the tone. They're threatening and condemning me.
I hear nothing.
Will you come here again?
Yes, I will. Yes, it's a lie. Since this is going to be reduced to complete and utter rubble. But at the very least, we see Eva. One last time. And yeah, we go back to where it all started for the Bachelor. Cause, yeah, such is the end. You go to that bed and nothing will ever be the same again. Would it, Danko? Oh, of course I forgot that there's no music. I still haven't found the reason why the music is not working. But, yeah. No town anymore? And thus, here's the end of the Bachelor Route, in which the polyhedron prevails. I am so very curious about what they might end up doing with the endings of in Pathologic 3.
You did it. It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
And there we are. We've done it. I'm just curious, if I were to go... Ah! Aha! Interesting. So you can actually do this from both sides of the... Okay, so me being me, I'm going to do this from the door, not the actual door where we start, which is the one in the second floor, but from this one. Oh, interesting. Just give me a second, I need to check something. Interesting, very interesting. The Yeah, as you can see, the wood texture is like super deformed in here. But yeah. Oh! Wait, I thought that, yeah, we have to go through here. So yeah, that was very stupid of me. But anyhow, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's going to be super weird to not be in Danko's shoes until, you know, the marble nest. Again, I mean. But this is it. So, see you all. So, we're done with The Bachelor until the marble nest, and I feel super weird. I'm gonna miss that prickly prick. Again, as usual, if you found this video and had no idea of my other stuff, hello again, this is Alys, and I am currently going through a possible iteration of Pathologic, available to the public, among many other stuff. If you can and haven't already, please subscribe, and if you like this enough to spur some cash my way, there's a link to my Ko-fi in the description below. Next video is gonna be the start of a new series, a shorter one, but I hope you guys like it. Until then, see you!